Welcome back, everybody. This is Brothermutant. Today we're going to continue our quest with Eldritch and our ragtag team of subcasters. And if you recall from our last episode, we just recently came back to the game. We're continuing with the same story arc, so it's that same characters. And sadly, someone has posted something of concern. So if anyone else knows of this and doesn't read the comment section, which are pretty tiny, feel free to reply in the comment section and let us know. He or she is having an issue where they cannot make a full merc team anymore. They have in the past, and then suddenly they're being forced to pick two people from the actual players list, the Jathel, Lindsay for me, so I don't even notice this. But they're seeing that they have to pick at least two people, whether it be those two or two others. They can't have a full merc team. And I'm assuming that they did that so that there's always some kind of banter between the characters, that you have to pick. And they did a lot of voiceover work, as you know, for this game. Also, there's player-driven events that are not non-player characters, but your team. And obviously, if you're all mercs, you don't get any of that. So I'm assuming it was intentional that they did that. I'm assuming they, of course, would have had to announce that, because that would have infuriated me if I had an all-merc team and suddenly couldn't use them. So I guess it's lucky for me that I have at least two people on my team that aren't mercs. That doesn't help you, and I do understand that, and I do apologize, but it's not my fault, so why am I apologizing? But let's get back into the game, right? So we're here. One of the last things we're going to do, let's make sure I've sold everything. Yeah, so I've sold everything I wanted to sell. We wanted to complete this one quest. We talked to Cassie, I think they call her, Kaessi. Yeah. Cassie. A tense silence hangs over the house. Cassie, your tiefling friend, emerges from the shadows, but her eyes are staring into the distance. She seems to look right past you. No, not now. Okay. Cassie, the turmoil is suddenly over, but you see fear in Cassie's eyes. Her blue eyes, it's you. I wanted to say, I gained that experience. Good. Please don't be afraid. You can tell me the truth. What's going on? The girl closes her eyes and clenches her fists, obviously in the grip of a strong emotion, but one you cannot read. I knew it couldn't last forever. Why did he even make this rule if he knew it would be impossible to keep? She takes a deep breath, opens her eyes, and speaks with firm resolve. Come what may, you should know, Eldritch, that the person you know by name of Cassie doesn't exist. My real name is Kaliki, and well, it's a long story, and such stories are better told beside a welcoming fire. Will you hear me out? Sure. Fine, let's go. The girl rests her head on her arm and stares off into the distance, lost in memory. Stories by the fire in the desert where I was born. My fondest memory. When the day is done, hosts and guests, parents and children, friends and rivals, all gathered by the fire under the stars to tell their tales. All they did, all they witnessed, all they heard from other travelers, and the whispers carried by the desert winds. My sister and I often snuck in to hear those stories, hiding in the shadows just beyond the circle of light and warmth. We are hellspawn, you see. Tieflings are unwelcome guests in Kadira, unblessed by the light of merciful ceremony. We grew up sleeping in a common tent, scavenging food here and there like orphans, all but outcast and sold. We were 13 when we left, and set off to find happiness in the cities, and everyone we left behind sighed with relief. My sister and I, we are twins, but as different as the sun and moon. Her name is Canera, which means silent flame. She is fire, a cold fire, one that turns everything to ash. I am a river, brings me joy to give water to tired travelers and nurture green shoots. But when I flood, I am bound to bring death. The girl's eyes are full of sorrow. Despite our differences, we are one. Our lives belong to divine Nethys, and by his mercy, we now live in turns. One of us is here, the other sleeps in another plane, and when she wakes up, we switch places, just as you just witnessed. How is it that you began to live in turns? Kaliki lowers her head. This story, it's one I've never told anyone before. No one in the world, and it's not easy to confide in a stranger. There's too much grief and guilt in it. If you don't mind, I'd rather not go into all the details. You see, my sister died, and I couldn't get over it. Canera was killed by a soul eater, a monster summoned by secret followers of Abaddon's archdemons. Those who summoned him died in the fight, and the beast was too strong for my sister. and I wasn't even there to protect her. Khaleesi catches her breath. We just had a fight and we both did some stupid things just before. We don't want to talk about that now. When I found out what happened to my sister, I was ready to make a deal with any power. If only I could just get her back, and I found such a power. I was contacted by the Arcanophane, the herald of the god Nethys himself. She promised she would return Kingmaker to life, but on two conditions. First, we must both keep the arrangement a secret. Second, we would never be able to meet again. So our new life began. Now we flee through the world, guarding our secret, always introducing ourselves as Cassie to hide that there are two of us, and we switch places with each other at random. Although one lives, the other sleeps independently, and created specially for us. And you can't control these switches? No, we can't. They happen at random, most often while we're sleeping, but sometimes in broad daylight. That's why we can never stay in one place for long. When someone witnesses us switch, we usually tell them tales of a special magical way of traveling. But people start noticing strange things and begin to figure things out. Truth be told, I'm so tired of having to pretend. We knew this couldn't last forever. Now the truth is finally out. What's the point in all of this? You revealed your secret to me. It means you broke one of the rules set by these herald. Yes, will you make me regret this, Eldritch? I felt you might be someone who could help my sister and me change our fates. We forget, what can we do to help? That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Kingmaker was supposed to tell you of an ancient treasury, like that already, that we've been looking for. Gold isn't the only thing we found in this place. It may contain an ancient relic taken by the Taldan Raiders in the respected Kingmaker Temple of Nethys. It's an unusual relic called the Disc of the Eclipse. I once heard a beautiful story that it was created from the shadows that hides the sun and the moon, but I don't think that could be the truth. Nethys is the god of magic, who was once a mortal wizard, and relics from his temples are usually very powerful. There are many among his followers who think that solving the mysteries of magic, even rivaling their deity, is the best way to serve him. Let's see how that pisses off some people. One such follower created the disc long ago in the distant past. According to legend, it gave its owners control over planar travel, but only pairs of wizards bound by unbreakable ties could use it. While one of them traveled the planes, the other was his anchor in our world, and they could switch between. Do you see now why we so desperately wish to find the disc? It might help us understand how the switch between me and Kingmaker works, and we should make our divine patron happy. Nethys and his assistants value the desire to understand the mysteries of magic above all else. How did this disc come to be in the Stolen Lands? It was brought here by the Taldans from the 5th Army of Exploration. Taldor and Kadira were enemies for ages. Thousands of years ago, a soldier broke into the Temple of Nethys and stole the relic to sell it or secretly hoard it as an heirloom. Hundreds of years later, his own kin, the kin of its 100th buyer, brought the disc to the strange lands where the Taldans had come uninvited as usual, in which they finally vanished from without a trace. Sometimes history is this intricate place, and you never guess where it begins or where it ends. Tell me the location of the treasure. It's called Sorrowflow in the chronicle we read. It was once a Taldan town founded by the veterans of the 5th Army of Exploration. It stood on the shores of a turbulent river, and that was what destroyed it. One night, a terrible flood devastated the settlement, killing many and driving the rest to flee. Only the tower on the cliff remained, which was too high for the flood to reach. Water covered the ruins for a long time, but last year it receded. My friends found a chronicle which recounted the destruction of the city and spoke of the disc of the eclipse which was kept there. They managed to track down the ruins, but were frightened away by monsters and beasts that roamed the area. And if this can help, then I agree. Sad eyes get a little warmer. Thank you. I'll wait for you there at Sorrowful. Please, let's explore the rooms together, just the two of us. I don't want to give myself away again in front of your companions. Breaking the Arcanothane's conditions once was enough. I have no wish to anger our god. So long, Sorrowful has been revealed on our map. Notice, by the way, that the picture changes when they swap places, so Kaliki's going to have the blue eyes and the red eyes will be their sister. Now, I don't particularly like those characters. That's not to say that the characters themselves are bad. I don't like the play style of those elemental classes. Which you'd think I would. I like the theme behind it. They're definitely OP, and maybe that's part of the reasons I don't like them. This is a ragtag group of casters that I'm putting together, let alone I had Bookworm, probably the only one on the entire list that is considered overpowered, and she's multi-classed like crazy. Now, we are going to find, or trying to find the troll caves or whatever. We still have to take back those leaves. I still say keeping him with is fine. When we get to the dwarven encampment, we do need to make sure he comes with. So we would find it, and then we have to retreat, come back here, pick up at least him, if not keeping him and Narthropple. And maybe that will be when I bounce these two out of the party to level these guys up. But he's already a decent level, thanks to me being a high level. I won't dare say that he starts at the same level as me. In fact, we can actually prove that. He's level 5. I'm 6. Okay, he's reasonably close at least, though. So the point is this is where your team should probably be at anyway. And he's already been force leveled to mimic us or be really close to us. So that's nice. Why they settle on a specific number like this, I can't tell you. But in the actual game, if I'm not mistaken, if you don't shut off the XP share where everyone gets the same amount of XP, he gets the same XP as your whole team. So maybe they took the average of my team's XP and slapped that number together. Again, I can't tell you. But point is we're going to have to take these guys out at some point. I want to keep him with us for the time being. Not that he's not been doing great. It's more along the line. He's still an alchemist, so we're still got the subcaster thing going. And I want to make sure that he sits behind. He gets some levels. Because when we take both of these guys out, Harem is going to be subpar. So that's going to be a thing. And I'd rather have, knowing that these guys can hold their own, so that when I slot him in their place, that I don't have to worry about him basically crumpling like a bitty baby at every whip stitch. Now on that, maybe I should take him out now. Let's dump Lindsay and do like that. No, let's dump Jathel. There we go. He'll take the front ranks anyway, just like Jathel would. Lindsay has a lot of utility with her spells. She has spells which didn't have as much utility as Lindsay does. And of course her Bardic Song has been indispensable. So there we go, that's our team. And we just gave him the new shield last episode, so he's actually rocking a better armor class than normal. Not amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but at the very least he's not subpar. Well, before we get into that part, we definitely need to rearrange the team. Narthropple. I think that works, because these are the front rankers with me in the middle, and then these are the back rankers. Okay. And of course, just to remind us all, this is how much time we have for the completing the curse part, which is going to the Bald Hilltop and kicking its ass. So we don't have much time. We can go now. That's why the little flag is there, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm leery of doing it without completing as much as possible, because I know stuff can be left behind. I feel like we've actually been pretty slacking. So there's a whole huge area here to explore. Now maybe that won't go away. Maybe we don't enter Chapter 3 when we complete this part of the curse. Maybe it has more to do with the fact that we have to fight the trolls, which is around here somewhere. But we'll come back to that in a little bit anyway. So this is where we went and we got Narthropple. And I thought that that was going to be the place. So, wasn't Glade in the Wilderness, was it? Overgrown Pool? These feel like mistakes. It's got to be one of these two. Overgrown Pool it is. Let's hope for the best. I can't remember. I need to write this stuff down. Okay, this is probably our indication that, hey, it's time to get on with that shit. We've got that dream going on. That's probably just to reinforce that, hey, we need to get over there and do that thing. Event outcomes and consequences. Blah, 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 blah. That's outreach. Why even let me know? Oh yeah, this looks like it. Yeah. Here we go. So we have to go to her. Well, you have my feather tokens yet. Neutral good. Give Melianis the feather tokens. There, we can free the hostages now. No, that's more like it. Go on, hostages. I won't hold you back anymore. 1800 XP for that. That's not bad. I used to think all you people were dumb and nasty, but you don't seem so bad. Let's be friends. Okay. Chaotic good. Hug Millions. Of course we can be friends. Except when the fate pushes you away. Ew, what are you doing? Stop that. Come on, here. Just take this and hold off on that cuddly stuff, alright? From the chaotic good, actually. I thought it said it was... No, it said chaotic. We got a ring. And 270 XP. And now we attack. I'm just kidding. I have to go. Make sure you don't get lost. Your people never seem to watch where you put your feet. Sorry. Okay. I got a ring of protection +2. Badass. Alright. No, Tartucco's present only works for me, so I still probably want to just keep that for myself. We know that these guys are subpar. He definitely needs to tank it up a little more, being in the front. Matter of fact, we need to probably swap those two guys out a little bit. But he's doing okay. Matter of fact, I also need to check his spell book, because I don't know that he has spells that I would pick. Okay, I'm okay with Bone Shaker. Lesser Resto, fine. Bull Strength is nice. His True Strike makes perfect sense. Bless, Bane, and Fire Belly is probably good enough. I could do Shield of Faith, but you see this, the deflection ring, or the deflection bonus, I should say. His ring gives him 2 already. So unless I can get it higher than that, there's no need for me to swap that out. And he's on low level. So, where to from here? Yeah. I want to find that bandit camp and find out what it's about, but I got a feeling that bandit camp's going to be a big-ass fight. Let's go back to the room of the watchtower, just make sure there's nothing to pick up. We're burning a lot of time just being on the road. Remember, we only have 13 less days to get here, get back, rest up, get to here, fight it.
Would be welcome.
Yeah, alright. Rest time. I have enough camping supplies so I can just do that. I just want to make sure that everybody's books are where I want them to be. See? Cat's Grace twice because Barkskin lasts a good long. No, Barkskin twice because it lasts a good long while. That gives me 2 times that I can use it to prepare for fights. Cat's Grace can be used in a pinch. Expeditious Retreat is lame. Targeted bomb mixture. Sure. Healing never hurts to be able to heal yourself or others. But Fire Belly is extremely useful. Oh, I could try Bomber's Eye now. So all the damage to one target with the double intelligence bonus. Or keeping it to splash damage that we know and love with a better range and a +1 insight bonus on attack rolls. Ooh, let's try it. This is the one that was busted, so let's see if it really is working as intended now. And I'm autopiloting those. She rocks her typicals. And yes, I know she has another set of spells. I already know that they're good. She's got the mage armor. Remember, she'll need the mage armor twice, so she doesn't need it, so she'll cast it on her. She can save hers for the time being. That way she's good for at least 2 fights. Lindsay's, again, autopiloting, because she's a spontaneous caster. Okay. We wanted to rest. This is how I messed up last time. Alright, we need to manage, and we need to redo everything now with a new party like this. So, hunting is not of concern. Lindsay's great at anything. She's great at camouflage, like amazing at camouflage. Make sure there's not someone else that's equally cool. Yeah, 20. We've got to get a 20 in camouflage. Harem. Blend into the night. What does that do? Reduces the chance of attracting monsters. That's kind of cool. What do you do, Jubilost? Effective management organizes all the party members, offering the most efficient ways to perform camping routines. Camping time is reduced by 1 hour. Oh, hell to the yeah. Okay, we're using rations. Right. I'm okay. He's better at watch. She's amazing at cooking and watch. And she's good at cooking, watch, and eating. So 6. I guess I'm not worried about the watch. And I don't particularly care about hunting since we can just use the rations. But I want to have them for the fact that we may need to rest more than 2 times. There and back, right? So if we can scavenge.
It's great that at least someone in this party besides me understands the power of words. Perhaps you will really amount to something in time, Lindsay.
You really think so? That's very flattering. Thank you.
That wasn't remotely flattering. That was him being a total tool saying you were worthless right now. What a dickhead. Anyway. And we're going inside. Well, let's hope we don't have massive fights here because, again, we are a subpar team right now. Not that Harem isn't going to help out, but he is really behind the curve compared to everybody else right now. Alright, where are we? Yeah, it looks like there's some trash. Let's explore. I know that there's a guy that we meet here. I just don't know if it's now. Oh, it looks like it is now, because here's the woof woof. Okay.
I'll go.
A nice way to, by the way, to lead you into his area. Good day. Find the strange wolf, you climb the top of the hill. There you see a black-skinned man sitting under a spreading bush. The wolf runs up to him and sits near, whimpering.
Whom you brought? Get lost, dog. You're not needed here.
The man asks the wolf. He raises his arm as if to hit the wolf, but the animal doesn't even try to dodge, still whining. The man's hand goes down, never finishing the blow. The man staggers to his feet, and you notice there's blood soaking the right side of his leather leggings. He's very tall and rather lanky. While he stands before you, leaning on his bow, his hurt leg trembles slightly, and the right side of his legs darkens again with fresh bleeding. Nevertheless, the man doesn't reveal his pain except for a strange jaw and heavy gaze.
Ekundayo.
The man says, looking straight into your eyes. I'm Eldritch. I'm the Baroness of these lands. Nice to meet you.
Ekon for decent ones. Are you decent?
You're bleeding and we need to patch you up.
Patched up already. This wound isn't the deadliest.
You're not local, are you?
The name gave it up. Or my skin color. Yes. Bred and nourished up away from here.
Why is your wolf whining?
Not mine.
Yes, I am a friend. So what's are you doing here?
Sitting. Waiting. Hunting.
Who? Can I help you?
Lured your curiosity. Saves me right. We'll start again. The name's Ekondayo. Ekon for decent ones. Used to be a carpenter in the Bristle Hill village. Trolls attacked. Killed everyone but me. We'll show them that was a mistake. They all deserve death. Kargad most of all. Rock Troll. He led them.
Rock trolls, huh? How'd you get wounded?
I've been hunting trolls until they have hunted back. The wound can't stop the hunting, just slows it down.
How can I be chasing trolls effectively?
You were not always a baroness. Here, I was not always a carpenter. Nothing to lose anymore.
Well, okay. Do you know the local trolls are not afraid of fire now?
No, didn't. Fire arrows couldn't murder them. Now I know the reason. Had no chance here. Can see it now.
Why are you sitting on this hill?
Troll feet often followed this path. Can't hunt them anymore. That's why I wait. They will come here eventually.
I'm hunting the trolls too. Would you like to join forces? Ekken's face gets a trifle calmer. You see he's glad to hear your offer.
We'll mark on your map all the places where troll feet tread the land. Troll's lair must be somewhere nearby.
Oh, Dwarven Ruins, the Cobalt Trail, and Troll Clearing.
The spirit
Baller.
is strong, but the body falters. We'll follow you wherever you need, but this wound must be tended by healers in the capital. Don't want to burden. One more thing, before we go. Troll feet tread this path often. Would like to stay here until they appear.
This is a great place for an ambush. Let's wait. I'll ask more about his past in the future, guys. But I know this fight was coming, so... oh, balls, man. Alright, I almost need these three to go with me to all these troll things. I need her... Do I? Shit. I want Lindsay because she's going to help make him not suck. And of course the rest of us as well. So let's actually swap out like that. That's a shame because I could use her sneak attack damage. But she does fire damage primarily, I want to say. So that's going to be a thing. I mean, I switched that up. I can't remember now. Oh, I did switch that up. Oh, balls. And I need Bookworm. Damn it. If only I could lose my character. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Lindsay. Sorry, kid.
Let's head out.
Sucks. I have hotels with the extra. What's going on? Pause that real quick. What's my formation thing? Oh, that's weird. Alright, anyway. Just keeping my original team.
The path is clear.
Alright, here's the trolls.
Yes, I'm still
I'm a
here.
buff, baby. He can buff us for longer with his spell versus my rank. So I'm doing that. I don't mind him using bull strength on himself as well.
Quiet.
Jubilos,
I'm thinking.
you are going to be dex-based. Okay, I'm going to slap these over here. And we're definitely bombing. I don't last long though. So
I
I'm
will
gonna make
not
sure that
falter.
that's good.
We should prepare.
Use this on yourself.
I will see this through.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Heroism. Definitely not him.
Together we stand.
Feel good about that. Let's rock this. Actually, quick save. Let's rock this with a web spell. So,
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Strike
everybody on
as
this
one.
one, you can weaken him that way. Lindsay, sing us a song. You, madam, are on acid splash already. Yeah, see, that's why I liked her. She has fire spells. She also has this acid arrow, which is going to come in handy, and the ability to sneak attack with the acid splash is going to be extremely beneficial here, I believe. My character doesn't need to get up in that shit yet. She does need to buff herself with. Matilda's doing her thing. Elle Branded troll. Ah, 2 trolls and branded trolls. Oh, that's some good news for me then. Okay, scorching ray time on this thing. Alright, dogpile on the rabbit, guys.
Clever boy.
Bastard. Got this.
Ouch!
And, I really want you to heal him.
Yes.
Probably should have taken that troll and then the brand troll tough. That's okay. We did alright. You did good. I don't know why Ekin didn't join us. Did I do something wrong with that? Maybe. Dugalos pretty much carried the team there as far as I'm concerned with acid bombs. Which is awesome that he's part of the team then. Okay. Puppy's up here.
Let us be careful.
Where the hell did he go? Alright, anyway, do we have more info? Troll trouble. Oh yeah, Ken gave us some info. Awesome sauce. Renowned explorer. Ancient trouble. Nice. Okay. Ekin has a score cell. So yeah, so we have 3 guys that really needs to go here. Who does this? What are we waiting for? Shh. Yeah, we're not doing that. I don't think. Until the curse is at least handled. That could be a good way to level up. I haven't decided on that yet. If you guys know more information on that, please tell me. But I've gotten that armor already, I'm assuming. Surely I have in the past. I'll have to go look at my old videos. Fairly certain I did. I'm talking, by the way, of the armor and whatever that's up in here. Thorax statue. Actually, while we're down here, though, let's do a quick tour over here just to make sure. It looks like there's something to talk to. And I hate to miss out on stuff. Looks like we've dropped treasure here already. Little fallen tree. That could be some nice XP. Yeah, we've already done these guys. And of course, the one guy that died way the hell upstairs. Oh, that's a nice mobility check. So for someone like Lindsay, who has really great mobility, you have a pretty good shot at this one. And if you go to character sheet to prove it to yourself, she has a 13 mobility right now. So for a 21, she only needs like an 8 or higher. And of course, I can buff it a little with this.
And Lindsay was called forth. Applause, please.
So she just got herself 168 XP. Quick save. Do it again.
It's just not my lucky day.
That did not work. Alright. Game. To remember what key it is for loading the previous, because I can't remember that stuff. Those are hotkey for that. So load that.
And Lindsay was called forth.
What the hell, man? What are you rolling on that, Linz? You're rolling bad. You need like a 4, honey bunch. Oh, for those of you that think that I'm beyond save scumming, you would be mistaken. We need that XP. So, it's definitely something worth doing.
And Lindsay was called forth.
There we go. 168.
just
She's
letting
not
the
doing
ink
that
dry.
bad. Look at that, 285,668 versus my 26295. She's catching up to me. I could have used Narthropple to get him a little higher too, but he's a lot lower than her, even with her buffs. She's not actually doing that bad either. 25231. She's almost up to me too. So we have 3 characters that are pretty close to each other.
What troubles you?
Shut that off. No, kill. Alright, and again, quick save so I don't have to mess with that crap again. Not bad, not bad. Alright, let's bounce out of here. So I feel like we've done everything in this area. If I'm mistaken on that, let me know. But with those people down off the rock, that means we got the cog from them. And therefore we had all 3 cogs, which is the special part of opening this up. We got that. We got the treasure from there. We got Ekin now, supposedly on the team.
The path is clear.
And a 2-bladed sword that I'd never noticed before. Where the hell was that? Okay. 2-bladed sword plus that. Sell that. Alright. Whatever. Must have been overweight. It's probably good then that we stopped here. Alright, so let's explore just a little bit before heading back. Remember, we still, oh yeah, and we have new trap areas. Cobalt Trail door, yeah, we so far away that we're not going to be able to do those and get back to Bald Hilltop. So let's do a little roundabout to cut back to him. We'll explore a little because we're heading back to here to do the Bald Hilltop, which we will do in today's video as well. Do we do the bandit camp? I think we hold off on the bandit camp. It's not that I don't think we can't take it. I don't know what time. And it could be a larger mission that we're capable of dealing with today. But exploring is fine with me. We might grab this.
A rest would be welcome.
Nope, it's outside our bunch of jiggies. Alright, people need a rest. I hear you. Oh man, it's just to make sure that we are. Yeah, we're doing hearty meals. We're out of pancake stuff. We can do onion soup, but I don't care about that. So that's fine. So we say, okay, we like the spells the way they were. Interesting.
I admit, when I set off on this expedition, I was sure of gaining new discoveries I could write about in my works, and new sensations capable of reducing bleaching. I'll say nothing about discoveries, but I have had quite a few new sensations. Too bad they're predominantly unpleasant.
Poor guy. For those of you that don't know, bleaching is a problem with gnomes, that if they basically lose their interest in the world, so to speak, basically if they get depressed, I don't know, they lose the color in their skin and their hair, they go bleached, and then they die from it. Otherwise they can live forever. So as long as they have new sensations all the time, which is what he was just jiving about, then they can continue on for at least a long, long time. Looks like we were successful, and we even got rations in a reasonable amount of time. So we still have a full 8. We have more than enough to just camp without having to worry about that crap. I don't think we need to go back to the lone house. This way. Hope that we can just screw ourselves. We have all our spells back, so I'm not worried about that, but that don't mean this will be an easy fight.
You require my assistance?
Yeah, I want you to drink that dexterity.
I will see this to be calm. Yes.
I don't like to be shy, so here's some protection from arrows.
I wrote it like I saw
Lindsay,
it.
heroism on him.
What's new?
Let us bide our time.
What do we got here? Oh, medium fire elemental. Okay, so it's good that he's on bomb duty.
My skills are getting rusty.
Yeah, we don't want those bombs, we want acid bombs, so that works out well. We might even want a fire belly on him to protect a little bit.
We'll do it the hard way.
You can do the same. And you, madam. I bet he will not like this.
Tread lightly.
It was a medium fire, so that's not bad. The greater, huge, and other size bastards. I think greater and huge are the other two. Of course, it was the small one. They suck. But the biggest ones, they hit hard, so probably just as well. No cheap XP. Kind of burnt through spells that I didn't need. So the downside of surprises like that, you never know how bad the fight's going to really go until you see the enemy, and then by that point you don't want to be like, oh, it's time to buff up, because that's when the enemy starts to charge your ass. So we're heading back to town. And we're going to go straight to the throne room. We didn't pick up anything really to sell except for that two-handed, the two-bladed sword, or where the hell that thing was. Oh, we can sell that later. It's not particularly heavy, so I'm not worried about it. I want to find out what this event is. Probably for Harem, because it was just a one-day event, right? From the last episode. Yeah. Did he succeed? Doesn't say anything. It just says problem. It says managed to persevere and enjoys peace once again. Community loyalty and divine. I guess. We won. Survivor stream. How come it doesn't say? Why doesn't it say, guys? Oh, and here's something I never noticed. The swatch here was green. We used him last time, and his swatch for the actual character card was green. I wonder if that means automatic win. That would be epic. Does anyone know that? Why am I waiting for a response? Because it didn't have a red swatch, or this orange thing, whatever the hell it is. This is our failure, sadly. But everything else has been a win-win-win. And then, of course, this one here. And that's just not anything other than it happened. Yeah, I mean, we have other stuff we could be doing. But if we do these ones, that they advance us those 14 days, and we don't have 14 days left. So that's not something that's going to be a thing. That costs on BP and research now. Jathel's training. Only 7 days to do that, and we have that much time. That's not a bad idea. Christian's training. Harem's training. That's not a bad idea. Gongar, Octavia. Rebuild the temple. Pillage the temple. Agreement with Iosif, Slimius. Has over 500 BP. And financial assistance. This one, I think I remember someone telling me that this one sucks. It's great to start off, and then afterwards it becomes a pain in the ass. Okay. I would actually, before we could do this, I want to prove to myself that we have time. There's Sorrow Flow in here, so Unwanted Legacy. Loyal Servants. Unlock a new leader post. Other tokens are done now, so we've done all the errands. Alchemists. We're still working on that. Ancient Curse. 9 days. Oof. It's going to be rough. Let's do a quick save. And let's actually level up here. I think that's a good idea. Okay. And we can skip those days, so it didn't force us into the 7 days. So that's nice. So it didn't force us into those days. We can advance them. We probably will. So I'll drop off this sword because I don't need it. And then I'm going to equip. Harem's not coming with us for this fight. We're taking the original party. So I want to take the best gear. protection +1. He is the front line dude, so we definitely want him to be better. Is Jaethal? Where's Jaethal? Where's Jaethal? Do you have a ring of protection yet? You do. Okay. You do. You do as well. Lindsay does not. Okay. Alright, so the original Dream Team is going to all have rings of protection. I feel good about that. Let's actually, since we're not taking Aaron with us, we don't have to worry about wasting time. Let's just head out. First, books. I don't need to worry about me, her, she's fine. I don't know what we're really going to fight against. So a couple of buffs is not bad for her for ranged attacking. And of course the ability to sneak attack with with a snowball. Magic missiles and guaranteed damage is going to be nice. Oops. And I like all those. Yeah. She is rocking. Well, if it's only going to be one fight, we don't need to worry about double buffing, right? So we can take that away and give her another magic missile, I suppose. I feel like we should be getting something else, though. Shield? Maybe for myself? Would be a bad idea. Oh, no, she has shield on the other spell, but derp. Color spray could be okay. Summon monster could come in handy. But she doesn't have enough levels to really make that worthwhile, I think. Reduced person could come in handy. Let's do that. That's some decent armor for her. And I still like web. And Scorching Ray. Molten Orb could be nice, but I do like Scorching Ray for single target crippling. Looks like bad people were doing bad things in my town again. Damn it. Ekin. Oh, Ekin had spells too. Sorry, buddy. And of course his pup. She's spontaneous, so I need to worry about her. He's rocking. Okay, so he has delayed poison. We may need to use poison in this one. We're fighting spiders, I think, in that part of the quest. So, quick rest. Save.
I'll go ahead.
Now we're coming this way. I wish that would give us a transition choice again for leaving. That would be straight up nice. But that's okay. Beggars can't be choosers. I mean, at least to put one here. Didn't I pick this up last time? Is that a glitch? Am I constantly getting a magic flail? Okay. Put it here. And we're going to leave. Now I'm going to take the green team. There you go. We'll order them once we get outside. Should be tough. What are we going to do? Alright, so he was always there, she was always there, and I think we're good. Again, another quick save. Let's hope this doesn't end chapter 2, because, man, we have all kinds of crap we haven't explored. I don't think it can. So, that's something. Yeah. Alright, quick save here. We're going to walk in to see what we have to see here, guys. Portal's open. Okay.
I am prepared.
He's strength. Need some.
Oh, Adayan.
I don't know that we're not going to have fire. So fireball.
Adayan.
That lasts for. Where the hell's my? Yeah, 5 minutes. Okay. And don't move. Dark skin on yourself. Nice. Blur. Two. You're gonna buff yourself with shield spell. Why did I take invisibility? Why did I think that would be the
Request.
Anyway, you need protection from evil.
Let us not hesitate.
That all her spells got wonky as shit.
The road awaits.
You're rocking. Protection from arrows.
Adventures call to them.
You know what you're doing for us. And she has delayed poison, so I'm gonna put that on me. I don't think Jason has to worry about poison. So we're gonna call that good. She's gonna give herself that. Another quick save. Alright, let's see what we
You
got.
cannot stand against
spiders.
me.
I was right.
A
Okay.
solid plan.
He can not just let him attack. She can buff up, and I don't know that spiders care about fire, but I do. Enduring blade. I don't think the fight's gonna last more than a minute anyway, so I don't need to technically use that one. But it's one of those where I have the arcane weapon enhancement to do it. So why not? You know what I mean? It's one of those where the fight may last longer, may not. So I can use either one or double because I'm enduring the blade. So let's endure it, just so that we know that we're rocking it in the best format. She's fighting in a big ass fight, so we need her to be badass. So she's got her foot louder here. Bone Shaker will come in handy against the main baddie here. She does have resistances. Healing could come in handy. She has one here that's armored, alright. Attack rolls. Weapon damage, I like that. She's already a damage dealer. Sacred bonus armor class, there we go. Let's rock that one. And Lindsay, sing me a tune. You, madam. You start off nice. Oh, just for hurdle. Snake attack damage, man. I'm telling you. Kill this short horn. Badass. The fact that we're protected from poison. Oh, here's Silky. Okay, Silky. You must be the main boss. Alright, Vince. You do have a grease spell, do you not? Matilda.
A solid plan.
That. You, madam. Let's get a little closer. And I want a web spell. Ooh, the Doom Spider.
Unworthy.
Yeah, team. He is wounded. Winds can heal him. And from there, she's rocking it. Yeah, let's love her. What's her armor class rocking right now? 23. Power, breastplate, rune protection, dexterity bonus, judgment, sacred. Yeah, I'll take the extra one. You have spells. Do you not? Shocking grasp, that shit. And we want to do it like so. We can shut you guys off because you're already activated. Oh, she hit me with a hold spell. Do I have a way to break that? Fascinate by competence. No. Fear. No. Shit. Lindsay, you're autopiloting that shit because I need her to take damage. She's almost dead. Oh, sneak attack damage to the face with acid. Oh, man, I'll level up. I'll totally take that shit. What did we just do with all that? That was a nice XP. Not bad, not bad. Alright. first. There's a body. Which means we have to loot it. That's part of our thing. What are you swinging at? Come on.
Time's not waiting.
Alright, everybody, over here. Get out of the web and then grease spell, you doofus.
The path is clear.
What did I just pick up? Recent. Newest, oldest. I just got a wyvern skin cloak. +2 enhancement to natural armor. Boom. And +4 resistance bonus on all saving throws against poison, sleep, and paralysis. Oh shit, yeah. What am I rocking? Cloak of resistance. Lame sauce. And oh wait, that's Jaethal. Still. And because it gives +2 natural armor, I don't need to have this on because it won't benefit me, right? So if I do this, that stays the same. If I take this off, that stays the same. If I drop it, I go down 2. Yeah. Okay. So that's a better cloak for me. I don't get better saving throws total, but I get +4 against poison, sleep, and paralysis, stuff that I would want to avoid. Awesome. That gives me also the ability... oh, I've got another ring of protection. Does anyone need it? I suppose I could finally lose Tartuccios, but I'm going to give that to somebody else in our team back home. Anyway, point was I have this natural armor amulet that I could slap on somebody. He doesn't need it because remember he buffs himself up with mutagen. He gets natural armor as a result. I don't need it now because of my cloak. She could use a better one, so bingo bango furry triangle. We got that one. She gets a good one because it's against ranged. She's got a 1 anyway, and she's got a 1. So that'll be, again, something we can put on someone else back home. So we got someone back home, at least another +1 to +2 armor class. That's not bad. Looks like we got some boring-ass shit as well. But that's okay. We'll do price in descending order. And again, those will go back on other people. And of course, oh, Cloak of Resistance. Who could use a Cloak of Resistance? Boom, 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 boom. Everyone got one. Everyone got one. Everyone's got something. Okay. He needs a level up. Alchemist level 6. Nice, nice. I will totally take that. He's rocking. See, Breath Weapon is this here. It's also given to him free, so there's no reason to grab it. I don't think you get double. You literally just get one or the other. And since it's free, why pick it again? So that's a thing. We know acid bombs are useful, but we got Narthropple now. He has acid bombs. So my question is, what should I be focusing on? Now, he's our bomber, obviously. Notice we have other bombs available to us besides acid bomb. We have choking bomb, but instead of dealing damage, it just does an effect, which seems like lame sauce to me. Now, no, I'm not saying that the bomb is not amazing for locking down groups of bad guys, but it's one of those where unless I can capitalize on that, I don't see that being better than just straight up damaging somebody. Dispelling bombs, at least I could see the use for that, right? Instead of dealing damage, you basically are removing spell effects. I have Tanglefoot Bomb, doesn't say anything about them not taking damage. So this might be nice because if I throw that one out, I could still do damage and lock down some bad guys. That's a good idea. Spontaneous healing is not amazing. It's based on your uses per day. And that's based on every 2 alchemist levels, so I'd only get 3. So 5, 5, and 5, so I can only heal 15. Still a nice heal. But these now are interesting. So, and of course Cognitogen if I wanted to be Smarty Pants Man. So that basically is the reverse of our mutagen. So we can get higher intelligence, charisma, or wisdom for decent amounts of time. I can't see why that would be useful to me. So enhanced potion, extended potion. Let's break these down real quick for you. An extended potion is the one where the potion has a duration, a minute, a round, whatever. And it's set based on the level of the potion. You drink this and it would double that duration. So it has to have a duration, for one. And then 2, this character's the only one that benefits from that. That's okay. That's double duration. So if I have like bark skin potions that I could chug, for instance, and I wouldn't have to slot them as spells, you can see the benefit. It's a 10 minute per level. Minimum's going to be probably like a level 3. So I'd be able to chuck a barkskin potion, and instead of it lasting 30 minutes, it would last this character 60. You can see the benefit. Enhanced Potion, on the other hand, now watch this shit. Enhanced Potion is not the opposite, another way to increase potion use. This one, basically, a potion, just like a scroll, has a built-in level. Okay, level 1, level 3, level 7, whatever it is. This is what it activates on. Now think about this for your healing potions. You chug a potion, okay, and it's 1d6, let's say, healing, plus whatever your caster level is. Well, because it's a potion, the caster level is set. Let's say it's 2. So you do 1d6 plus 2 heal every time you chug a potion. This allows me to replace the potions level with my alchemist level. So 1d6 plus the maximum, I think, is plus 5 on that particular example. So it would be 1d6 plus 5 for every healing potion. He would heal a minimum of 6. See what I'm saying? That's badass. And one step further. Remember those ones we just talked about that had duration? Remember, the duration is set because the potion has a specific caster level, right? So it's caster level 2 lasts for a minute, so it's per caster level, so it lasts 2 minutes long. Extend Potion would turn that into 4 minutes because it would double the duration, right? Well, Enhanced Potion, because I'm level 6, I would treat that potion now as it was cast as a caster level 6 potion, like a spell. So that would be 6 minutes. So you see how that one's better, technically, and I could get both eventually and then double that duration. So this is the potion equivalent of Bookworm with her scroll ability. This is him with his potion ability. So that's what we're going to turn him into, I think. That doesn't mean that's the best way to make an alchemist or bombardier. But I like it. And we're going to go up with this steady 666 across the board here. Lore Nature, of course, too. And there was nothing else that I wanted to add. I could probably actually, you know what, let's lower the use magic device just a tiny bit just to get a little into athletics, because you never know when you have to do something, and it may not give me the benefit of the doubt. So I'm gonna have ones and everything. This will be the one that kind of falls along the way. But he's doing well for trickery, he's doing well for arcana, and he's doing well for nature. So between those, he's had some really good stats, and perception, of course, too. So, and another spell pick. Not level 3, so we're still level 2. And again, we can look at once and see who has access to these. Jubilos is going to be mirrored on all of these because he should have the same stuff that we have. But what could I use that would be beneficial? Protection from arrow, and I could cast that on anybody. Resist energy. Visibility, see invis. And instead of being personal, remember, he has the ability to use these spells of his on anyone else. So if it says personal, that's a lie. He can use it on anyone on the team. So I could use the see invisibility if I can't benefit from it, but let's say Matilda Shorehorn needs it and she didn't ever slot the spell up. I could literally cast it on her, or me, my main character, or whoever, the dog, for Ekan, and have them, see invisible. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty badass, I think. That's not a bad idea. And remember, I can get scrolls, scribe them, and get stuff too, so I'm not particularly motivated by anything other than, that sounds like a cool pick. Protection from arrows is going to be good too, but hopefully you can find a scroll for that. But yeah, not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright, get your ass out of the damn thing. Was there anything left in this area? I don't think so. Journal. The attacks on our barrier have stopped. Did we win? We'll have to wait for news to arrive. Alright, so
Let us be
we
careful.
completed the first curse, defended ourselves admirably. I think that this is a good breaking point. With that, my name is Brothermutant. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think.
I'll go
How'd you
ahead.
guys handle this fight? Was it harder for you guys? Again, I have a really good team. It's not to say that there's not better teams out there, but I know my ins and outs of my team well enough to know how to do things. The fact that I knew it was spiders, of course, helps
path
too.
is clear.
But I think I knew that not because I've done it in the past. I have. I've forgotten that. The reason I remembered spiders was I remembered we were doing the 8-legged whatever back in our base, back in Magusdale. And I think that was what reminded me that we were doing spiders. So the resist poison was extremely helpful. If not, you get your ass handed to you. And of course, the fact that she's, I think, immune to poison goes a long way. But with that, my name is Brothermutant. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.